Hello and a very warm welcome to Meghan and Harry News YouTube channel. Hi, I'm Alex and I hope all is well with you today. One of the so-called royal reporters has a new book out. His name is Tom Bower. Tom Bower is one of those royal reporters who is completely under the spell of the monarchy and of course will aid and abet the smear campaign against Meghan and Harry whilst making the royal family look good. That's his job, that is his main objective. We've seen him on TV in debates, making outlandish claims, making negative statements particularly about Meghan, defending the royal family, the Queen, Charles and William. Of course, not a bad word can be said about them. And now he has a book out which has all kinds of accusations about Meghan and Harry, which all come from anonymous sources. It's a wonder how these people get away with what they say. Here we have this article, Meghan Markle and Harry's row with BECKHAMS, Jubilee snub and dinosaur visit. In the new book, Revenge, Meghan, Harry and the War Between the Windsors, biographer Tom Bower has made a series of bombshell claims about the royal family. It says here the book was written by royal autobiographer Tom Bower. It makes several outrageous claims and was written without talking to the Sussexes. So again, a book written about people without their consent, without their permission, without interviewing them, without asking them questions. A book written about a couple of people and the writer has no information. He is just making stuff up. Is this all part and parcel of the royal spin doctors? To keep people interested, creating salacious gossip stories, is that what this is all about? The accusations made in this book are that the Duchess threw a cup of tea in the air during a royal tour, while the Queen was said to be pleased she couldn't attend Prince Philip's funeral. Tom Bower claims that the Sussexes were addicted to reading negative press coverage and spent hours on their phones scouring social media. The couple was said to be worried that close friends might be leaking stories about them and were keen to find out who could be behind it. He alleges that in particular, Meghan suspected Victoria Beckham and Prince Harry called David Beckham to repeat the accusation. The Beckhams were said to be outraged and the accusation damaged their relationship. The real question is, how does Tom Bower know that Prince Harry rang David Beckham to ask if he and Victoria Beckham had been selling stories about them to the tabloids? How exactly would this man know this? What, did he have their phone tapped? Did someone else have their phone tapped and told him this story? Or is the story just completely made up nonsense? And if it is completely made up, why is the writer not afraid that he could be sued by, say, David Beckham? Because in some ways this story paints him in a bad light, that he may have sold stories about Meghan and Harry to the press. Why is he not afraid of that? That's a question that needs answering. It goes on to say Meghan and Victoria were said to have bonded over their shared love of fashion, but fell out after private details of their friendship were leaked in the media. A source told The Sun in 2020, Harry was very polite, but obviously it was pretty awkward exchange and David was mortified. Inexplicably, Meghan feared Victoria was behind it. I mean, the idea that Victoria Beckham would be personally ringing journalists to give them a scoop is ridiculous, and spoke to Harry about it. Harry is very protective of Meghan and decided to deal with the matter head on by directly contacting his good pal David. He quickly put Harry right and the two men agreed to move on, but it certainly made things awkward for a while. The details in question were said to be a bunch of beauty tips Victoria had shared with the Duchess ahead of her move to London. The source said it later turned out the leak probably came from a beauty salon. Afterwards, they got things back on track, but it took a few months. So, looking at that, it's saying that David Beckham and Victoria did not leak information, and that it was all down to Meghan and Harry and their paranoid imagination. Again, if this is not true, which I highly believe is the case, and this isn't an isolated incident, there are numerous books making all of these accusations. Why do Meghan and Harry not sue these writers? Is it because they can't, because they are somehow in league with the royal family? All of these royal reporters seem to be under some kind of oath. So, anyhow, that is the David Beckham, Meghan and Harry gossip from this book. Do you believe it is true? I don't. I think it is a load of garbage, tittle-tattle gossip from yet another anonymous source. What's your opinion? Make it known in the comments, and we will explore some more of these claims tomorrow. Thank you for listening.